Hello everyone, excuse me. Hello everyone and welcome to this RBL Talk stream of the last preseason game of the Telekom Cup. There's got a couple of technical issues this evening just to point out really quick. The first one is that there is no Facebook stream tonight due to having to use a VPN to be able to watch this game. So that's a little bit of a problem there, but we're all going to be sorted for that. If you're on the digital terrace and it's legal in your country, you can go and have a look at that, and I will give you a heads up on how to do that, so you can actually watch the current game with us. Otherwise, I'll do my best to give commentary throughout the game, and if you drop your comments down below, I will make sure that you guys all get involved with your streams. And just up here really quickly, we'll go through a little bit of admin. So before we dive deep into the tactics, a quick heads up on this graphics you'll see today. The QR code on your screen right now is the link to our brand new support page. We are 100% independent and fan funded, so if you want to back the squad with a season ticket or some match day fuel, that there is your spot. We'll be swapping that code out later in the stream for the entry gates to the digital terrace. So keep an eye on that out. If you're just looking to join the chat, there's no hard sell here. We just want to make sure the turnstiles are open for whoever wants to keep the mics on and the streams running. Simple as that. That there is to get your support going, and that will be changing in about 6 minutes when we go underway to go for the Digital Terrace Discord, which is also down the link in the show notes. So just forgive me while I get a couple of comments up and running as well. Today we're not sponsored by anyone or anything like that. I am just quite literally, there we go, just make that smaller. Currently they're just in the tunnel in the Allianz Arena talking to Max Geisen, is a reporter on Magenta Sport. So we've still got a few minutes before we get underway. And while we do that, I can make sure that we get some kickoff comments ready to go. Wants to be an absolute pain for me, but that's okay. We can just open it up on this end here. Technology this day and age. We had a little bit of a fluffing around to start with at the very beginning of this, but it turns out that we are all good to go. Don't mind me, just doing a bit of admin work as the teams are coming out of the tunnel now. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to get that to pin, but I will try to pin that. No, my apologies, they're still in the tunnel. Got Gruder, Gomez on screen. Van der Voort. Would like to go and take a moment now as well to thank everyone for joining in. If you're joining in on the stream, wherever you are watching along, anywhere, make sure to drop what you're doing down below, where you are watching from. Chat wants to be a pain for me for some reason. Maybe it doesn't recognize I'm logged in as me. There we go. Pin the message. Beautiful. Very good. Now with that pinned, we are good to go. Also, while we're here, we're going to check out if one of our mates are doing a live watch-along this evening. Doesn't look like they are. So, heads up to the Bayern view if you are in chat. Enjoy the stream. And I hope you give us some good banter throughout from all RB Leipzig supporters. Where are we? Let's go upload a file. Yep, very good. So I've also got the Digital Terrace Discord going as well. Now where the heck did that go? Doesn't look like it actually went anywhere. Let's try that again. Teams are now walking out onto the pitch as we speak. Just coming up out of the tunnel. I don't know what is bloody going on with the Digital Terrace Discord over here on my computer. We'll have to mess with that now. Close, reopen, close, reopen. So if chat wants to get involved, make sure to comment along wherever you're watching this from. Welcome to everyone watching over on Twitch, YouTube, and over on X if you're just joining in. Unfortunately, we've lost Facebook today for the stream due to having to use a VPN to connect to a server to be able to bring you this coverage this evening. So I do apologise in advance. Other than that, we're all good to go. Drop your comments down in the section below and we will get going. And join the Digital Terrace Discord as well, which we will change that QR code over here very shortly. Be very interesting to see how we go about today. I do predict a big win for Bayern Munich, as David Raum is on the pitch and he's doing the team talk right now on screen. Manuel Neuer in goal. Absolute disappointment in the World Cup, so we might be able to get a few going. And the shot clock up here will be for me. So what I've got on my actual stream. So we're underway now in the Allianz Arena. Just also a heads up as well, there is no more, there's going to be no more extra time. They will only go straight to penalties. So that support page down here is now being changed. Support links are down in the show notes. Get on the Digital Terrace Discord over here if you want to chat in the live match day channel, as we currently have David Raum on the ball. This is the first big test for Demichelis. There's a nice pass here coming down. Gruder on the right-hand side, cuts inside. And it's easily dealt with in the end by, looks like, Upamecano. Let's have a quick look here at some of the lineups, which it's going to be a bit of a pain there. So I will use my phone again. There we go. Currently the ball with Van der Voort in goal. David Raum's now on the ball. Back to Costello. Oh, wow. Almost got off the ball there from Van der Voort. Very quick. Very high press there from Bayern. Very good, actually. It's back out to David Raum again. So we have a 4-3-3 that we're lining up with as RB Leipzig supporters, as we're currently passing the ball around in our defensive third with Van der Voort all the way down to Baku. Baku is playing right back in the 4-3-3. And we've got Gomez currently with the ball, streaming through. He's playing striker. Nice step over, cross, shoots! And straight, very weak shot in the end, straight to Manuel Neuer. So we line up in 4-3-3 with Van der Voort in goal. From left to right, we have Raum, Lukeba, Orban, and then Baku. And then in the midfield three, we have on the left, Maksimovic to Seiwald in the centre. Banzuzi on the right. So Seiwald will play as a central pivot, number 6, dropping into the former back three in between Lukeba and Orban. And then we have Nusa, Gomez, and Gruder from left to right as well. So I was going to say Nusa versus Sasha Bowie, but it's going to be Kimmich that is going to be on the pitch there, who's playing as the right back. As Luis Diaz, the ball comes off him and it's going out for a throw-in by the looks of things for RB Leipzig. So, good signs so far from RB Leipzig. It'd be very interesting to see how much we can keep this up. Again, this is only a pre-season friendly. Bayern currently have the ball in their back half. It's now with Kimmich. He's a bit more central on the right. Upamecano, I think it's Kim. Back to Neuer. It's won by Nusa. Goes streaming in midfield, but it's easily dealt with in the end. Nice cutting off passing lanes there from Jim, or Kim, I should say. I think it's Kim Min Jae, if I remember correctly. That is right. The ball is back again with RB Leipzig, playing through out their defence. It's currently with Martín van der Voort, almost near the penalty arc. Or it might be the goal arc, I can't remember off the top of my head. It is a little late for me on a Saturday evening, 11:07 PM. Busy week for myself. And wherever you are watching and listening to this, I'm glad to have you with me. Currently with Gruder down on the right. And that's a foul. Come on. No, play on, says the official. I thought Gruder was pretty fouled there, front on. And ball is now with Kimmich, but it's blocked off by Nusa. Kimmich keeps running. And it's won back by Bayern. And it's now Baku with the ball. Streaming on the right. Really bad pass. Falls over and just eaten alive there by Upamecano. Now Luis Diaz has the ball on the left. Nice one ball back there from, looks to be Gruder, who's really working hard at the moment in these early stages. I'm going to apologise in advance if you see me looking down at my phone. I normally don't have my phone in my hand during these streams, but due to the fact of Nusa just fouling someone here, due to the fact of having to look over at a different page from the stream here, not using a double monitor, unfortunately. And it was only Konrad Laimer, ex-RB Leipzig player, that was fouled. He's normally not too shabby, so he's up and already walking about. What do you think the scores will be? Drop your predictions down in the chat below. As Kim has the ball. Kim to Luis Diaz. Blocked by Baku, and it's going to be a throw-in near the touchline near the managers. And it's going to be Nathaniel Brown to take it. Back to Kim. They work their way from right to left with Kimmich. And it's a good interception there from David Raum, but a bit too heavy on the touch on the interception there. And it's gone out for another throw-in. And we're going to have a little bit of a break in play here as Konrad Laimer is complaining a little bit of maybe some soreness from that earlier challenge, which will give us a quick moment to advise everyone that if you're looking to join the Digital Terrace Discord, right here is your QR code that you can scan, and it is also down in the show notes as well. Please also comment, like, and subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching this as well, whether you're watching this over on X, Twitter, whatever you call it. I think no one calls it Twitter these days. Over on YouTube and Twitch. Do apologise to viewers that wanted to watch it on Facebook, as there is no stream on Facebook this evening due to having to access with the VPN. There's a couple of new names as well here for the record champions in the middle of the park. That's Tom Bischoff, Pavlovic, Binder, Ibrahimovic, and Diaz is their front six. As we go to the live match day, Laimer knee was out, or was I just imagining things? That's from Ava, and no, I think his knee is okay. If it was dislocated or anything like that, they've certainly fixed it. As there is a couple of players that have been told from RB Leipzig to go, and yeah, no, his knee's definitely out. You can see that there. He's really done a knee there. You can actually see it on your screens. So Ava, that's a very good call there on the Digital Terrace. And Sasha Bowie is coming on for Konrad Laimer, which probably means Kimmich will go more centrally into midfield to take Konrad Laimer's spot. It's interesting that he's able to walk off on that, to be honest, with that knee. Hopefully Konrad isn't going to be out for too long. And this is Brown. Back to Diaz. And there's a nice press here from Dyrottenbullen. And can they win the ball back? They do with David Raum, and it's a foul. Didn't really think much was in that one, personally, but that's what it says. Unfortunately, the official says that. That's what we got to go with. So they'll have a free kick probably, 35 yards out or so, maybe a bit more in on a maybe a 40, I'd probably say 40-degree angle, maybe 35-degree angle. We have Kimmich standing over the ball. This looks to be Bischoff as well. Bischoff on the left-hand side take a left boot, and Kimmich on the right take a right boot. We'll see how we go. Comes in from Kimmich, near post, and easily dealt with there from David Raum. And quite nicely, actually, as well for a throw-in right near the corner post. That knee doesn't look very good from Konrad Laimer. Surprising he can still walk on it. Very big indent there. So it's a dislocation by the looks of things. Hopefully not a complete shatter of the knee itself. And here's RBL on a quick break. Here comes Gruder on the right. Nice cut back inside on the left. He passes it to, looks to be Seiwald to Lekeba, to Raum. No, I think that's Baku that's ran across him. No, Banzuzi, my apologies. Orban to Gruder, back to Costello Jr. and back to Raum. Raum's going to... Dairotta Bullen are flirting with a little bit with danger here. And a massive heavy touch from Baku screws up the build-up play from Dairotta Bullen, and it's going to be a throw-in on down the bottom here. Demichelis is absolutely fuming on the touchline. Absolutely fuming. And rightfully so. That was a very bad heavy touch from Rydal Baku down there. That just wasted the build-up play. Granted, it wasn't in the final third or anything, but still, Bayern will eat you alive if you do not make your chances known. Going to have a look at chat today, and chat at the moment, nothing on the actual chat over on all the platforms. If you're watching this over on Twitch, over on YouTube, and over on X, you can comment, and I will highlight your comments live on the feed. Going into the Digital Terrace Discord. We're going to have some comments on there as well. Let's have a look here. Bayern coming in. Oh, this looks nasty. And it's a goal for Bayern. How terrible. An easy shot for Luis Diaz. Easily onside. Van der Voort, nothing he can do. And that is easily going to have to be 1-0. And it's already beginning. Just 13 minutes into the piece. Just unlucky there. As we heard the bleeps go off, we can have a look at the Digital Terrace Discord. Have your say on the Digital Terrace Discord right here with the QR codes on your screens. Ava says, I can't believe that was a goal. How are we always so unlucky against Bayern? Well, that was pretty shambolic defending as well. And you leave Luis Diaz in acres of space. Just an easily right foot curled shot around. No defenders in the middle there for RB Leipzig. And Van der Voort just not able to reach at that one. And Diaz with the opener. If you're also on the Digital Terrace Discord over here, make sure that if you are not wanting any spoilers, I do know that it's very hard to have spoilers with this stream, but you might want to watch a replay or things like that. You can also mute that channel of the live match day, as we have Sasha Bowie screaming down the right here, unmarked. Let's see what he does. Crosses it in, and it's easily dealt with at the near post, but Ibrahimovic looked very close there. Or that might be Bischoff. Let's have to have a look at the number there. But regardless, that looked pretty bad from an RB Leipzig perspective. As I was saying, you can mute the actual chat channel so you don't get spoilers through the games. It's what I would do if I'm currently at work and I can't watch these streams and I end up watching a replay later. Of course, with the RBL Talk podcast, I do a recap and preview of every single match day. Very rarely will I miss a match day. I haven't missed one for a couple of years. As Bayern just start to look to dominate and control in midfield. And it's currently on the ball is Gruder. Nice pass in board to Banzuzi. Nice cutback. Pushes out wide to the left with Nusa. Plenty of space. Bowie is finally on the ball with Nusa. Our player watch battle. So no need to change anything there. We'll have a look at how Sasha Bowie and Antonio Nusa are shaping up at the halftime break as well. As Costello Jr. is on the ball to Orban. Orban to Baku. And a poor pass in the end. I think looks like Gomez fell over. Interesting that Romelu isn't up front. I do think Conrad Harder is going to be gone. Gertruda's going to be gone. Or Gertruda, depending on how you pronounce it. There's going to be a few players leaving from an RB Leipzig perspective. As Demichelis looks like he's a little bit feisty down there. And all panic stations at the back here with Luis Diaz on the ball again. This time won and then cleared by Martin van der Voort back into Bayern's defensive half. 16 minutes 45 played on the stream. 16 minutes 50 on my clock. As Brown has the ball now back to Diaz. Bayern looking really strong down the left-hand side. It's very terrible from an RB Leipzig perspective. They need to be able to move their press centrally and just squeeze Bayern out of space. Obviously, very difficult to do for the record champions. But the ideas aren't there yet. They're standing off them at the moment. Even if they're defensive third, there's really no front forward press. Banzuzi is giving some sort of chase, and now so is Gruder. But yes, it's doesn't look fantastic at the moment. Brown streaming through on the left as we're out of our positions, and this is Diaz. A couple of 1-2, and there's going to be a shot here, most likely a goal. Very good closing down from Baku, and it's an offside position on, I think, Leonard Carl. It looked like it. I didn't think he was on the pitch. Number 40 something on. I'm pretty sure that was Leonard Carl. No, Binder. That is Binder. Well, I've got a break in the play. We can have a look at the Digital Terrace Discord. And Ava's just made a point here saying that in this and the last game, have we even had a good scoring opportunity? Short answer is no. We had a couple of shots on target, apparently, in the Leeds game. I didn't see any, but bad challenge there from behind, and Diaz still gets away with it. It's ended up cleared in the end. Excuse me. So, halftime break, we will be having a small break for refreshments. I won't worry about putting up the splash screen this afternoon, or I should say this evening, depending on where you are watching around the world, and I'd be glad to have you joining us this evening for the coverage on the Digital Terrace. As Bayern have the ball on the right-hand side now. Binder passes it back to, looks to be Kim, Sasha Bowie maybe. No, now it's Kim on the ball, it was Bowie. Back down to Diaz on the left. try and finish this coffee without rushing it. Nothing like having your hot coffee go absolutely stone cold. Didn't think we would lose. I didn't think we would win today. Definitely thought we would lose today. Minimum 3-0, but this could have been a cricket score. And we'll have to see how we go. Would be nice to see if we can actually get some shots on target and work Manuel Neuer. The first one was pretty weak. Nice. Well, that's a foul on Nusa for sure. And it's a foul there from Yan Diomande out on the right wing there for Bayern. Young lad just recently come to Bayern, I believe. There's no guarantee on that, but... And as you can see, we can highlight comments as well, just so people are aware. I can add them to the broadcast like this. It is a little bit small because it's quite a big one, but just so everyone is aware. There's Gruder there with a nice trimmed, shaved haircut. I'm due for one myself, to be honest. The ball's with Bowie on the right. Inboard to Kimmich. Back to Bowie. Bowie 1v1 with Nusa. Player watch battle duel straight off the bat. And Bowie wins that one. Kimmich running away with it across his face of goal. Come on, guys. Press. Come on, RBL. What is this? Just standing off Bayern. I'd like to see a little bit more of a press. Yes, this is pre-season, but you don't want a demoralising defeat. The reason why we're also playing them in the Telekom Cup is due to the Julian Nagelsmann deal. For those also wondering, it's part of the deal. There's some revenue that will be given to the club from today's proceedings to help pay for that, hijack of Julian Nagelsmann going to Bayern Munich. And I see this does seem to be one more as well. Thank you for everyone else liking it over on X over there. If you could also, you can share the post as well. If you are enjoying the stream, please make sure that you like and follow the channel. Subscribe to the podcast. Or at least follow the channel on social media. That would be fantastic. As Bayern having the ball here on the right-hand side. Streaming here through the young lad Binder. And it's cleared off the lines there from Willie Orban. We're going to miss his technical prowess. As we have, I believe, a small break in play here. 23 minutes in. For a drinks break, by the looks of things. I'm not entirely sure if we're having a minute one off the clock. Orban did end up sitting on the ball. They were trying to say handball, but there was no hand on it. Touched the back of his elbow, but there's nothing in that. And the clock is still running, so we're going to keep our clock running as well up on... It's over here. We're going to keep that as the players are having a quick refreshments break, which will give us some time to have a look at some of the Digital Terrace Discord. And Ava, again, piping up this afternoon. Good to see. Welcome back, Marsh, Tedesco, Rose. Tough call, but at the moment, it's looking like that, isn't it? Given that being said, Tedesco, we won a title. I was always sceptical with Marco Rose. I think he sort of got given a title, but not without. He did have to do some work. I did like him at the club. In the end, we just took him a little bit too far. The honeymoon period was over, and just disappointing that it didn't end the way it did. Or I should say, it ended the way it did. And while we have a break in play as well, I can let everyone know on the Digital Terrace and whoever's watching around the world as well. The next guest on the RBL Talk podcast, which will be after the round 1 DFB Pokal game, against Eintracht Trier is going to be the one and only Peter Weiss. He's a Bundesliga reporter. He's also goes on the Bundesliga show. He's been a journalist for quite some time. A Lauten man through and through. We'll get his thoughts on RB Leipzig's pre-season and the season ahead, where he thinks that they'll finish. And so if you'd also want to drop in some comments on the Digital Terrace Discord, make sure to use that QR code over here. Jump in, go under the RBL Talk channel and put in your comments for Peter. That episode will be airing around August 26th, which is just under 11 days time or so. 11 days time, depending on your time zone. So I'm unsure if we're going to have any extra time when it comes to extra time minutes. There's going to be no extra time on the game at all, just so everyone is aware. If it goes the distance and it's still all 1-1 or 2-2 or 3-3, whatever it may be, we'll go straight to penalty shootout, as per agreement with the clubs. This is now Neuer on the ball in his own goal penalty box. And Baku comes running in to get on Brown's boot and get a throw in as the Mexican wave goes around the Allianz Arena. And hopefully 1,600 RBL fans who have travelled to the Allianz Arena in Munich being as loud as possible over there, and hopefully that the lads can give us at least a favourable result and a few things to celebrate with a goal. I wouldn't mind going to penalties, but still early days as Martín van der Voort has the ball in his goal area. Or I might have gotten that one mixed up, penalty area, goal area, but regardless, it's in his box. Very bad pass from RB Leipzig. Our passing has just been terrible. The jury's out when it comes to Martín Demichelis. I've said on the podcast, and I'll say it again on air, when we play against Eintracht Trier, I expect nothing but total domination. We need to be pressing hard and just absolutely suffocating Eintracht Trier on the ball and go through and win. Anything less is going to be unacceptable. I don't want to see no panicky, cagey openings or anything like that. Excuse me. Do apologise for clearing my throat there on air. As Brown has the ball down on the... Excuse me. Someone get me a strepsil or a lozenge. Down on the right, but left, but now Kimmich has the ball on the right. It's back with Brown again. Keeps the ball in play. Very good tracking back there. With a pat on the back from his manager. With Company giving him a nice friendly slap there. These are good coffee mugs too, by the way, from RB Leipzig. All the signatures on there. Not of the current squad, but of, I think, last year. There's Gruder on the ball. Looks to be fouled by Brown there, but that was only very quickly, so let's play on at the moment. And there would be no foul. Baku to Van der Voort. Van der Voort with the ball in his own goal area. Let's have a look here. Baku with the ball on the right-hand side. as we just come through into almost the 30th minute. As you can see, the clock's on the screen. I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I'm going to say it's flipped. So this side should be there we go, your scores. I've got to remember that everything's flipped. Demichelis is having a quick drink under the pump, coming back to his old stomping grounds, as he didn't really do much, or I didn't really do a hell of a lot as a manager at Bayern, but he was only in the reserves. As Bayern are just passing through the press there from the front three. Pass on the right here, has Bischoff with it. He's cutting inside. Raum's trying to track him. Gets around Raum. Shoots. And just tries to get it to someone in the penalty arc. Nope. And it has been dealt with by RBL. But there's a foul there in the build-up play. And it's on, looks to be Banzuzi, I'm going to say. Which it is. Don't know who actually fouled him. But RB Leipzig needed that one. Orban's down a little bit as well. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. I think that was just more of a whack into his gut or something. Because our defensive stocks are a bit low as well. There was talks of Willy Orban going to the Saudi League, and they would have taken him. But before we talk about that, there is a break here. Looks to be Banzuzi on the ball, but Bayern squeeze back. 4 defenders there just corralling and just literally squeezing, honing in like a predator missile, for lack of better wording. And they got that ball. They got their target. Maybe like a flock of seagulls maybe is probably a more family-friendly version. And probably doesn't help that I was watching Alien vs. Predator just a couple of hours before the game, actually. Nothing like going back to the archives. Here's a long ball. Banzuzi on it. No, Gomes, my apologies. Is 27. And again, Gomes fluffs his lines. Nice idea. Nice step overs. But for shooting from that angle, when you've got a couple of defenders on your inside, there was a nice pass to open it up. He had 2 defenders cutting off goal. Make that 3. He should have thought about cutting back. Kim did very well. He hits the goal post that holds up the net, and that's the end of that attack for RB Leipzig. Have a looking at chat, see if anyone wants to have a chat down in the chat, and welcome to the stream, Ballum. There's a couple of things here from Ballum. Let's get to those while we're here. I flip everything, so instead of coffee, you are drinking Red Bull. No, I'm drinking coffee. Sorry about that, Ballum. No Red Bull for me. Not really a big fan of energy drinks. And here's a question here. Hi, a question from England. Does this mean Western United are no longer existing? Time for capital city team Canberra and Red Bull Adelaide with you as a manager. Haven't got my FIFA Pro license, so unfortunately, I'm essentially just a statistician and a fan that really loves his football. So unfortunately, not getting into that, but there is an Adelaide United in the local A-League here in Australia. A few others as well from Ballum getting in there. Can't believe Jurgen Klopp leave RBL Talk. Very short-lived, it felt like it did. But that's okay. Kloppo didn't have a actual contractual requirement to us here on the pod. He did, though, however, come see us in Adelaide, but not me directly. Ballum says, if I scan the QR code on your left, will I win a free can of Red Bull? Unfortunately, no. Don't have any promos or anything like that going. I have to speak to the club about that one though. If I can run my own promos if I ever wanted to do something like that with their product, I'm sure they'd probably want a bit of compo. So got to be careful on that one. Ballum goes, I drink a Red Bull peach on Thursday this week. Random, but here we go. Why not? What do you think of it, Ballum? And you're welcome as well, by the way. How was that pink peach Red Bull? I've only tried the normal one, sugar-free one. There was a red one, yellow one, and a green one. I think I tried a few years ago on a stream a while. Yeah, I don't know when, but tried some on a stream one time. One tastes like cough medicine, if I remember right. Here on the ball, we have Neuer running out of his defence, and someone's on the floor, which is Kimmich. I think Banzuzi fouled him. And checking out the Digital Terrace Discord over here as well. I said that Gomez is trash, and now I can say it correctly is Ava's response saying, I think I have never seen Gomez make a good play. Well, the jury's still out on that one. Ava called it on the last game against Leeds. So for those just joining in, including Ballum, wherever you're watching this, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments down below, just like Ballum has. And Peter Weiss is coming on the show, for those of you who just joining in. Bundesliga reporter. He's also a frequent panelist on the Bundesliga show. He's going to give us the lowdown of how the Bundesliga is going, or what he thinks it's going to shape up like, and his perspectives on RB Leipzig, all from a neutral perspective and a Lauten man, as he is a Kaiserslautern avid supporter, as looks like someone's going to possibly get a booking for a bit of a harsh challenge on Diaz, just in the kidneys. Looks like Baku Diaz tried shielding and he just ran into him, maybe a bit of a shoulder charge. I think maybe at the top of the buttocks there. Might have just hurt him a bit. Demichelis looks like he's having more fun with the with the Bayern players there, as he gives a handshake to Diaz. Look, mate, I know this is your old, place where you were in the reserves, but focus on the job at hand, Demichelis, instead of a promo opportunity. There's plenty of time for that after the game, not while the clock is in motion. For me, that's unprofessional. And again, what do I know? Van der Voort on the ball. There's Lekeba to Nusa. That time he beats Bowie, but unfortunately his little dink wasn't read properly by Gomez, and it's back out for... it's going to... Interesting enough, Seibold was fouled by... what's his name? Bischoff. My apologies, had a bit of a brain fade. So build-up play there was a bit reckless there from young Bischoff. He did quite well last year for Bayern Munich, and he was mostly playing as like a right back or something, if I recall correctly. Liam, if you're in the chat, let me know. He's an avid Bayern fan. He'll be able to tell us much more. Just going to have a quick look here. The stream seems to have it's been a bit trashy. Just give us a second. Sorry guys, the stream's just been a bit trash. There we go, back into it. That's what happens when you stuff around with something. We just got to change the clock because now the stream's gone to 43 minutes, so we will change that very shortly. In fact, we might even just worry about that at half time instead of now. So we'll deal with that shortly. And this is currently with Bayern on the back here. They're just passing across their back three with their centre backs. This is Bowie on the right. And he is in the ball. And it's going to be a corner kick. Sasha Bowie looked like was had a shot at goal there, which looks like Nusa is getting absolutely piped. And so we're going to have to wait for this corner. And see how we go with this corner kick coming in from Bischoff on the right. Cross comes in near post and it's cleared, but only as far as Sasha Bowie. It's gone back to Neuer. Neuer pipes it again back towards the corner, and I think it's going to be trickling out for a goal kick. And almost going to be half time here. I don't know if we're going to actually get any minutes as an extra minutes. We'll see what they do. No, not at the moment. 45 minutes, 19 seconds. And Gruder almost falls into the TV. And here comes, looks like Sasha Bowie streaming through again. He's really outplaying Antonio Nusa there. And it's a foul here. And it's going against Ibrahimovic on Baku. 46 minutes in. Do remember that the shot clock at the moment is slightly off. So let me just quickly try to fix that. Where are we? Let's go with that. We're a little bit fast. We're on 46:44 now. So, we didn't even press play. So, that's the pain in the backside one. There we go. So now we're just 3 seconds behind. Not too bad. Do apologise for that, everyone. And that is it, though, anyway. So that is half-time. 1-0. Only strike was from, or for a goal, I should say, was from Luis Diaz in, I think, the 13th minute or so. And Sasha Bowie's absolutely piping Antonio Nusa in the player watch battle. Absolutely destroying him at the moment. And we're going to talk all about what's been happening in this first half. And it might be a very long season ahead, depending on how we play coming out of this. So we will keep it like that and go from there. But anyway, if you're just joining in, thank you for joining in on the stream so far. It's been from a disappointing perspective from an RB Leipzig perspective, but you sort of were going to guess that anyway if you knew what was happening. And if you've seen any of the other games from, even if you've seen any of the other games from RB Leipzig this season, in the preseason, it's been pretty bad. So we'll go to the chat around on the Digital Terrace and also over on YouTube. Wherever you're watching this, drop your comments down below. If you're watching this over on X, YouTube or Twitch, scan that QR code right there to get involved on the Digital Terrace Discord. That is absolutely free for all RB Leipzig fans all around the world. And you can chat with RB Leipzig fans all there. We've got a lot of questions through here from Ballum and some others as well. So we'll get to those very quickly now, and then we will go through and get our refreshments for the second half. So let's have a look. Is this a Bellum says, is this a friendly? What is the Telekom Cup to those not in Germany? So Telekom Cup, I do believe, is just the branding of the, I would say it's Bayern Munich's Cup, I guess, a sponsorship deal that they have, similar to like the FA Community Shield or something like that. But instead of playing a runner-up or something, I think Bayern picks who they play. I really haven't done much research into it, to be blatantly honest. But it's basically just a pre-season cup, similar to how the Premier League has a FA Community Shield Cup, which is just purely like a preseason cup, so it holds no real weight. Obviously, it's always good to be Bayern in their own stadium, but you don't expect much from it. Am I a fan of the Red Bulls red kit, social media kit, jersey, shirt accounts? Showed some love for this. I did see it against Leeds. Didn't think much of it. It reminded me of Union Berlin, maybe China or Spain. But yeah, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Neither here nor there for me. I wouldn't be purchasing it though myself. I've already got this year's kit already on me. So, can you give viewers an update from Google? And so, did Nuremberg win today? They played earlier. Yes, I can certainly do that. But instead of using Google, I will use Sofascore. Let's have a quick suss. So you want to know some of the scores in the, not the Bundesliga, but the second division. So we can do that now. We can just do a quick search. Go to the second division, Bundesliga. And here we go. Nuremberg beat Greuther Fürth 4-2, and that played today. So there you go, Ballum. That is the score. I don't know if you can see it, but it's back to front. But there you go. Yes, that is correct. Is not on tomorrow. He's coming on in about a week's time or so. So next week I think it's Tuesday morning for me. He's coming in after work, and I'll be having a chat with him all about RB Leipzig and a little bit about Kaiserslautern as well. Get his take from a Lautern fan on how things are travelling with Die Rotten Bullen for the Digital Terrace. So, Ballum, if you've got any questions, drop into the Digital Terrace Discord up here, or send a audio message via SpeakPipe. You can do that. You've done that before, and for those of you who are wondering what that is, you can go to the link in the show notes, and there is a link there. You can just use your phones, tap onto that URL, and send me an audio recording of something that you would like to ask myself, or in this case, the guest, Peter Weiss, and go from there. And we'll get your comments answered on the show. FC Nuremberg 1, and they're already top of the Bundesliga 2. Mark will be full of joy, absolutely. And that's some lads there from the Bundesliga show. Go to EZ1. Welcome to the stream at 1E3TY or L8E. As a Real Madrid fan, thank you for Yan Diomande. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for the money. Hopefully our club, or I should say, hopefully RB Leipzig, the club, spends it properly. Their manager is Miroslav Klose. I almost forgot. Yep, good player. Record goal scorer in the World Cup for Germany as well, might I believe. Half-time only a goal down. And not a problem. Ballum, talk soon. Enjoy your few-minute break until the second half. You'll be back later. Hopefully you heard all of that information. If you didn't, please make sure to check that later. All right. Let's go and deal with what we've got to deal with, and we'll go from there. I'll just make a comment back to Ballum so they get what we're doing, so they don't miss out. Disappointing not to see Liam doing a stream this evening, but that's okay. It is only a pre-season game after all. Just trying to make a comment back to Ballum, but it's not working, so we'll just go. There we go. That works. There we go. Done. Sorted. Easy as you like. And apparently we've got a nice error for the TV stream. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to fix that. It's like they caught us on. Even if I can only provide a first half, it's better than nothing. But that is a little bit disappointing. Let's see what we can do. I think it was more of an error on my streaming end, if anything else. There we go. The stream just decided to plonk itself. We're back up and running. But while we are waiting for that, I'm going to go for a quick break and grab a drink and a coffee. Make sure to not go anywhere, as the second half will be coming up right after this. For those of you wondering what coffee I actually drink, it's in Australia. Victoria Coffee. And this is not a sponsorship deal. Not a sponsorship deal. while we get the brew nice and hot, we can have a look at some of the Sofascore statistics for this game. Well, we have the player watch battle. Let's bring up the statistics of Antonio Nusa from RB Leipzig first. Let's bring up the full statistics instead of the breakdown, and we'll go from there. Antonio Nusa has had 14 touches, 3 unsuccessful touches. He's had 2 dribbles, 0 successful. He was fouled once, possession lost 5 times. His total carrying distance was 16.6 metres for the first half. 2 carries, 1 of those progressive. Total progression 12.2 metres, with his total carrying distance of progressive 12.3. Longest progressive carry 11.7 metres. Its accurate passes 4 of 4, 100%. 2 and 2 in the opposition half, 2 and 2 of his own half. 3 defensive contributions. He's won all 3 tackles he's completed. 2 recoveries. He's won 4 of 6 ground duels. Lost his only aerial duel. And that is it for Nusa. Then having a look at Sasha Bowie, who came on in the 10th minute for the injured Konrad Laimer, who seems to have done his knee by the looks of things. Having a look at Sasha Bowie, he's had 2 defensive contributions. He's won 1 of 2 tackles, 1 recovery, won 3 of 3 ground duels, 1 his only aerial duel. He's had a cross, but it wasn't accurate. He's had 18 of 23 accurate passes at 78%, 9 of 14 at 64% in the RB Leipzig half, which is the opposition half, 100% in his own half. Long balls accurate, 0 of 2. 33 touches, so that's already more than Antonio Nusa. 1 of 1 dribble successful. Total carrying distance already a lot more than Antonio Nusa. That is 111.9 metres for Sasha Bowie. Absolutely destroying Nusa, like I said before. And he's had 1 progressive carry. His total progression has been 50.8 metres. His longest carrying distance was 22.7. His total progressive carrying distance is 33.4 metres. 1 shot and 1 shot blocked. So Sasha Bowie absolutely outplaying Antonio Nusa as of this stage. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section, or up here you can use your QR code or your phones, screenshot it, and join the digital terrace there. You can also do that as well with the links down in the descriptions wherever you're watching this. So thank you everyone so far who is watching around the world. Time to go grab that coffee as it's already brewed. I'll be back very shortly. Make sure to leave anything down in the comments section down below, and we'll be back very shortly. Just got some ads playing at the moment on the stream. They're just showing the goalposts as well, so still got a bit to go before we do anything else. And while we do that, may as well jump around on the old social media. And see what is happening from the RB Leipzig perspective, as the team should be coming out underneath the tunnel very shortly. People can't say that I'm not a proper RB Leipzig supporter because Conrad Harder has just joined on to the pitch as we speak. Let's get my chat program up and running so that stays as an overlay. There we go. What are we doing? Why is that not working? Yeah, it looks like it's frozen. Oh, lovely. Wow. Oh, this will be interesting. Yeah, that's fine and all, but it's not what we're looking for. Okay. Computer's having a moment. I can't see the actual game at the moment. I can see behind my screen, but I can't see me. Fun. Let's see if we can get this to work. All right, let's try this. Don't mind me, everyone, just doing some technical issues, which is never fun. Not what I want to see at the moment. Oh, that works. Let's see if I can get it to load. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. That was a pain in the backside. So we can adjust the time on the stream as well. We'll just change this to about 15 seconds or so. Let's go 20 seconds. By the time we press play, it is 23 seconds, so not too shabby. Sorry about that, everyone. We had a bit of a technical issue there, but the game is underway, and we're ready to go. And, oh, wow, what a shot there already. That was a very quick one from Bakayoko. Almost top bin. Really had to make Manuel Neuer earn that one. It looks like it was going over the bar the whole time, but making a save, that's what I want to see from RB Leipzig. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I can't hear anything at the moment on my end. Everything looks okay. And the cross was pretty poor. I might just have to punch up my my YouTube here just for a second, just to make sure that we all sound okay. So just bear with us. I can't hear anything at the moment on my end. Yep, no, not a problem. Checking out the Digital Terrace Discord, our first shot on target, Bakayoko and Garuda, I think can make a good partnership, and that is Ava on the Digital Terrace Discord. I completely agree with you. Make sure that you've got your brews and everything ready to go. Coffee's still a bit hot. Also, remember, if you are chatting in the Digital Terrace Discord using that QR code, you get 10% XP bonus on match days. So, to drop those new account restrictions, so that way you can post links and everything else in there. Otherwise, there is a few restrictions in there just to prevent spam. As Bakayoko has the ball with a nice pass here. Looking for Conrad Harder. Not too sure why he's actually playing. I didn't think he was all that great, to be blatantly honest. Fingrafe's on the pitch now as well. He's come on for Andrea Maximovic, as the screens have produced. A lot more attacking RB Leipzig from the beginning, which is always good to see. Ava's just gone up to level 6 on the Discord. Congratulations on that one as well. Bayern just passing the ball around in the centre circle in their defensive half. Or I should say just in their half. There is no defensive half. It's a defensive third, as Bowie has the ball on the right. They're passing across the face of goal here. Now on the left with Diaz. They were very threatening in the first half. There was Bayern. Diaz was trying to find Binder there, but it's just gone out for a goal kick for RB Leipzig. I think Willie Orban's going to take it. No, it was taken by Van der Voort. Very, very poor defending out from the back here. Luckily there that it wasn't all over, as Kimmich trying to play funny buggers, trying to have his own throw in there. Got Banzuzi on a heavy touch, but that was a nice vision there from Banzuzi. Come on, Bakayoko, shoot! Shoot, lad! Oh, wow, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bakayoko? That was the most weakest shot I've seen, man. Just take that shot, man. Bayern are now on the break, and they've got some numbers back, RB Leipzig, but Binder's got the ball. And then Banzuzi again with a nice interception. He's played well these few opening minutes in the second half. Went missing a bit there in that first. We saw glimpses of his ability. And nice step overs here as well, as he's working the ball out from defence on the right-hand side. Nice long passes. Couple of bad heavy touches, though, from RB Leipzig. Gomez needs to get off the pitch. He's just trash. There's Conrad Harder in acres of space. Sets it up. And it's a shot, and it's gone just outside of the boot with the left boot of Bakayoko. Then we're making Manuel Neuer and Bayern work for it at the very least. That's a lot better from Bakayoko. Bit of urgency now as well from Die Rottenbullen. Good to see. Let's just get rid of that notification from the bot there on Discord, letting myself and the viewers know about the level up from Ava on the Discord. This is now David Raum on the ball. No, sorry, Sywald, I think that is, with those purple boots. They're reddish. Almost gone colourblind for a second there. This is Gomez on the right. Step overs, doing nothing. Don't pass to your left because he's offside. What are you doing? Bro, pass it back to Banzuzi. All right, here we go. What are you doing? You try to take on a man, didn't do much. Passes back to Fingrafe. Fingrafe to Costello Jr. to Banzuzi. We're passing across our face of goal, but retreating. Bayern's got a good press and a good shape in defence here. Back to Gomez on the right. Step overs, doesn't do much. Tries to cut inside and doesn't get really much else. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and it's a goal! I don't know if we've got it though. Gruder actually got it. And it's a game of it. Gruder on the volley. Very good shot. I'd like to check the XOT on that one. For Gruder. Well done, lad. Because I thought he might have possibly been offside there, but no. He was not. Scores 1-1. It's a nice cross in the end by Fingrafe. Right on the byline. And just drilled in. Off the volley. One bounce as well. And straight in. So he's kicked the ball. It's made it had a bounce, which takes some of the speed off the shot. As Neuer was just sliding straight across there. For Brajan Gruder. Gets the goal for RBL. And we got a game of it on our hands at the moment. At least for a little bit. What do you think about that, everyone? Let me know down in the chat below. And in the Digital Terrace Discord right there. Now we might be able to actually get our actual window going. I think I pressed the wrong button before, which I did, so that was on me. And apparently with my screen capture software I can't. Let's try this. If we just change the dimensions of this, there we go. Just to stop the chat there. No, it's not going to do it. It's going to really be a pain. Excuse me, that's alright. We'll just change everything a little bit so I can see the comments still on the screen. That's okay. And just means the players are going to be a bit smaller. Bakayoko passes to Costello Jr. to Banzuzi. He's really piped up the last few minutes. There's Fingrafe. Gomez on the right. Back to Fingrafe. Cut back. Easily dealt with there by Kimmich. And the record champions are going to want to try to springboard from this, but they're very corralled up on their right-hand side. Left-hand side. They do retreat back to Neuer, and they're out through Sashi Bui. Banzuzi wins the ball back again. Gomez hasn't done a shot. He shoots, and again, over the crossbar. What are you doing, Gomez? What is that? That is trash. Looks like Gomez has gone down onto the left-hand side for Antonio Nusa. And we've got some more comments as well. Discord, Digital Terrace Discord. I don't get why Gomez is trying to dribble these Bayern players like they were nothing. Buddy, you are not Diomande. That's shots fired, but it's bloody true, isn't it? Harsh and brutal there from, that was Ava again. He's very brutal today. But very true observations. Bayern are coming up with the ball. Thank you to Pardio as well, checking in. That's a podcast I've worked with, the Atletico Madrid. If you're watching over there, Emmanuel, or people over there, good luck with the season ahead as well. It looks like we're going to get... there it is. It's a 2-1. You're most vulnerable when you score. I've said it time and time again. I should have said it today. I've said it many times. And it's 2-1. Did miss a little bit of that, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the replay here. Build-up play. Straight centre. Heavy pass from Nathaniel Brown. And then just drills that pass really hard. And then looks like it's easily dealt with there. So it's Nathaniel Brown that scores. It was Pavlovic with the heavy pass. Just ripped right through the defence of RB Leipzig. As cool as you like, it's easy done. And that forces my hand to change the score again for the couple of time in the space of about 5 minutes. And Bayern take back their lead. Gomes looks like he's disappointed, so I hope he's coming off. And he is for Tomas. Ayodele Tomas is coming on the pitch. So he is a traditional left winger. Gomes, I don't know what he is. And you got Vermeeren, who's got number 48, which shows that he is leaving. Arthur Vermeeren with number 48 shows that he's going to be leaving the club. He's got a reserve number. And Rocco Reitz is also coming on. So Nicholas Seiwald comes off. Arthur Vermeeren comes on. Wearing number 48 today. And Rocco Reitz comes on number 20. Not entirely sure who... he's coming on for Gruda, which is really odd. So we're probably going to have a formation change by the looks of things. I'm going to say we're going to the 4-2-3-1. And maybe Ben Zuzi up top. I don't know, it would be interesting. As we restart play. Bayern hunting. And they win the ball back high up the pitch. Going forward, down on the right here. I can't tell from the number. I think that was Sasha Bowie. And they're passing the ball around now. And my stream's just gone a bit pixelated, unfortunately, so... It is a bit trashy at the moment, so it's a bit hard to tell who is who. Yeah, that's better. It's fixed itself up. We've got Kimmich with the ball in the centre. They're passing out towards the left-hand side in their own half. And it's back with Neuer. Looks, that's Jonathan Tah. Tah goes back to Neuer. He's in his goal area. Passes it to, looks like Kimmich. Very heavy pressing here from RBL. And they win themselves a corner. Well done from Bakayoko and Vermeeren there. Or are they actually going to give that to Bayern Munich? Because I honestly thought that was... I think they're going to give it a throw-in. A free kick. You've got to be absolutely yanking my chain. They're going to go with a Bakayoko free kick on Nathaniel Brown here. I don't really see much of an issue there, but whatever. It is only a friendly, after all. So I'm not too worried about the end result. Would like us not to get completely humiliated. 2-1 so far is flattering, I guess you could say the least, for the 5 minutes of play that RB Leipzig have looked dangerous in the first 61 odd minutes. As here is Luis Diaz again. Diaz in board. Bad pass. Don't know who that was from. And a bad pass again from RB Leipzig. So it doesn't matter who. They gave it back. And here it comes. To the byline though. Goes out for a corner. Good defensive recovery there. Binder just couldn't do much. It was Thomas that ended up doing the recovery work. Winger in his own defensive half. Here comes the corner in. Might be short here to Kimmich, which is the play. And they're going to go round the RB Leipzig defence, and left foot shot from, looks like Nathaniel Brown, and it's just gone over the crossbar. So RB Leipzig will get a reset. Then it'll come through a goal kick. Played quickly and short, and they're going to spread out towards the right-hand side, which is where Bayern have looked most dangerous on their left through most of the game. They do win the ball back in their half, and they'll reset through Jonathan Tah. This is Manuel Neuer. He passes down to the right to Sasha Bowie, and he wins himself a throw-in after Fingrafe attempted to get the ball back, but didn't. Just waiting for the throw-in to take place. It's Banzuzi's won the ball. That's all I can see, because they were too busy showing a Bayern player. Don't know why. You'll have to ask the stewards or the cameramen and women. Fingrafe, nice long ball, and that looks like no, just not controlled. I thought that might have been a foul, but it was actually very well done there. And that's a foul though on Sasha Bowie, but I think the ref plays on. That's not a throw-in for us, Banzuzi. It is, apparently. Okay. I thought that was going to be for Bayern. Vermeeren on the ball. Got to start getting the graphics ready for the eventual loss, I should say. That will be fun. I'll post those that score later on this evening. Once this game is finished, we've still got about half an hour or so to play. If we're going to be generous, it's probably a bit less than that. But 20 odd minutes. As my internet connection decides to really destroy itself here. So we've just got a bit of buffering happening. There we go. So just for everyone's advisement, I'm about 10 seconds off with my shot clock now. And here it comes. Almost 1v1 with Van der Voort, but he clears his lines. RB Leipzig caught out there, with Luis Diaz getting back quickly. And that was, I think it's going to be offside anyway on Diaz, with Costello Jr., the one there that was at fault. And he's still got more buffering going on at the moment. Not too sure how I can change the images here. It's on auto, so Australia doesn't have the greatest of internet networks. And then when you do add a VPN into the mix, you will always get a bit of extra lag, as they say. With Kim getting a bit of treatment now in the middle of the pitch. So what's this, 66 minutes? Let me just pause the shot clock. I can see the shot clock, so I'm just going to pause it now and wait until it gets up to speed, and we'll press play again, so that way that is dead perfect as we have this break in play. There we go. The clock is now fixed. I think we're about 1 second in front, but that's okay. As Demichelis and everyone else is getting their marching orders, so to speak. Excuse me. I do apologise for that on stream. Still got the players getting their... getting team talking to, I guess you could say, of what's possibly going to happen next. Looks like Alphonso Davies is going to come on for Bayern. Jamal Musiala is going to also come on as well. So, for an RB Leipzig perspective, forget about the win or the draw, because you're not going to get it. Not with the changes that are going to be made from Bayern, so... And I still managed to get 10 seconds in front again. So let's just fix that up. As we come now to 68-20. There we go. We've fixed the clock again. Nothing like having your speed go quick. Number 34 is on the pitch for Bayern. Sabari or Saibari. If you'd like to get involved with this stream as well, make sure that you comment down below or go to the Digital Terrace Discord with the QR code up there. As Jamal Musiala makes his presence felt on the pitch, coming straight on to the Allianz Arena for the first time this afternoon. And we have some more video buffering, so just bear with me. I'm going to have to pause that. Might just give myself a 10-second buffer anyway, because it does appear that we're going to have a bit of issues. Still 69-24 at the moment. We've got a very big lag in proceedings, so I do apologise there. There we go. Back up and running. And Gertrude's on the pitch for RB Leipzig. I'm just going to refresh the stream here, so give me a moment. Let's see if we can fix this buffering issue. Hopefully that shot clock up there can be used and not too bad. Still waiting for it to play. Just waiting for the stream to play back again. I do apologise for the inconvenience. We might have to stop the shot clock. We'll see how we go. Don't normally get these issues with the usual streams. But I've done my best this evening and this afternoon to be able to bring you the coverage around the world on the digital Terrace feed. I do apologise at the moment. It's running into a little bit of a technical problem. And there we go. We're back with some... There we go, with some visual. So we can just quickly change this while we can. And we'll get back in a second. 72. Let me have a look. So go 13 minutes, 1 hour. Just give us a second. We're 15 seconds behind play at the moment. I'll get the shot clock up and running, and then we will get some more commentary happening at the moment. It is Bayern playing in their defensive half at the moment. 73, there we go. Sorry, it was RB Leipzig in their defensive half, I should say. It was a foul on Banzuzi that gave us the ball back. And everything's now working as it should. With Neuer now with the ball as the game restarted. With the drop ball. RB Leipzig working very hard in their half. Now has the ball going. Poor pass to find Konrad Harder though. And it's easily dealt with Sasha Bowie on the ball. Do apologise, I have got another buffering again. So we might just have to quickly pause that and just try to change the web browser here. So we'll just pause that for a second. And we'll try something else momentarily. Do apologise for the inconvenience. I'm doing the best I can to bring the feed to everyone around the world. While we wait for this stream to pop up. Now we've changed web browsers. Doesn't like Safari apparently. Might be also the content blockers I run. Nothing like an internet full of trackers and things like that. While we wait and play, what do you think of the game so far, wherever you're watching around the world? Let me know down below in the comment section, or have your say on the Digital Terrace Discord up here with your QR codes. Just got a loading spindle at the moment. If I can't get you the last 15 minutes of play, I do apologise. We will see where we go from here. Just having to refresh the page now. There we go. Much better. There we go. 76 minutes in and 7 seconds. So we'll just have to change the clock and we'll get everything back. We can. Go 25. There we go. We are just a couple of seconds in front as Mike takes a shot at goal. Excuse me. Apologies for that. Van der Voort has the ball in his goal area. And they're really flirting with danger here. Dyrot and Bullen, and they do give the ball away, but no, they do. They make out of it. This is Vermeeren on the ball to Banzuzi. But it's one back again from Bayern. Kimmich has the ball. Nice idea from Kimmich, but only finds a brick wall. And that's a foul there on Fingrafe. And RBL Leipzig needed that. They just couldn't really hold on to that pressure. And the foul was done by Sasha Bowie, maybe. No, this is just the replay of that shot from Mike that went over the crossbar. So Sasha Bowie completely destroys in the player watch segment, with Antonio Nusa only playing a half of football. But he came on as well for just 10 minutes played, as Konrad Laimer had an injury to his left knee, I think his right knee. It was his right knee, if remembering the replay footage of him walking off the pitch. This is Seiwald's won the ball back in a dangerous area for RB Leipzig. Fast break is on. And no foul given for, I believe that is Gomez again. At least RB Leipzig have got some players back here. They've got 5 players back, which makes Bayern have to rethink their avenues towards goal. They're now going towards the left-hand side. It does look like Luis Diaz is also off the pitch. He was terrorising RB Leipzig all day. Fingrafe made a meal of that, but ends up winning the ball. And they're away in the middle through Gruda. Nice idea. Long ball to Fingrafe. Looks up, crosses in. And there's only 2 people in the box with Bakayoko and I don't know who's the other one that made it back. I think that is Conrad Harder, by the looks of it, but it didn't really do anything. It went nowhere near both players, actually went behind them, and Bayern were easily able to clear that up. So another wasted opportunity from Dyrot and Bullen as we come into the 80th minute very shortly, with just under 10 minutes left of play today. Do apologise for the delay with some of the technical issues this evening, but if we can get at least a good 80 minutes of play, that would be fantastic, as Gruda is really shielding the ball well there and actually wins the ball out of defence. And Truda tries to pass it to, looks like Rocco Reitz. It's going to go out for a throw-in off of Pavlovic. Looking at the Digital Terrace Discord, who is 41. What a great defensive there. That is a Gertruda. And it's 3-1 respond in the Digital Terrace Discord, and looks like Musiala has made it 3-1. Before we change the score, there's been no offside here, it's already done, but I will give you a commentary of what happened. Musiala just one-on-one. No, it wasn't Musiala one-on-one. It was... I forget that player's name, but let me give you the quick player. It was Ismail Saibari. He was dribbling towards goal, took on a couple of RB Leipzig defenders. They didn't do much to win the ball off him, and he passed it towards his right to Jamal Musiala, and it went straight in for a goal. As easy as you like, as a couple of changes are going to be made here from RB Leipzig, with Thomas actually getting on the pitch. No, he's already on the pitch. It is Samba Konate coming on for Ezekiel Benzuzi. So that's a very attacking change from Martín Demichelis. And it is 3-1 now for the hosts and the record champions. As welcome Zia Talks, Yamal. Very good, mate. And thank you very much for the big up, man. Hope you're enjoying this friendly, and thanks for stopping through, man. Not a great play display from RB Leipzig, although we do have the ball here coming forward. What can RBL do with it? Konate passes behind him, across goal, easily dealt with by great interception there in defence. Not too sure who did that one. I'll get the number for you as soon as I can. And they've just been fouled anyway from Rocco Reitz, maybe? No, Conrad Harder. Number 19 for Bayern Munich. Alphonso Davies, that would be. Is fouled there by Conrad Harder. Really good interception there from Alphonso Davies to stop that build-up play from RB Leipzig. And it's gone back to Zia Talks. Hope you're enjoying the friendly. It's been, alright from an RB Leipzig perspective. Obviously very lacking, but you didn't expect anything else but a loss. They just got a break and play at the moment. As the stretcher comes out onto the pitch. Not a good sign at all. Once I know what's happening, I will inform everyone. It looks like it's a Bayern Munich player that's down as well. They won't show it at the moment. It is definitely a Bayern Munich player, as everyone is around the person on the floor. Hopefully it's not Jamal Musiala, because he had some knee problems a couple of years back, if I remember correctly. But the doctor does have the thumbs up, though, so that's good to see. The club doctor's given the thumbs up to Vincent Kompany. And it's a bit of a somber hush around the great stadium at the moment. I'll let you know, everyone, who it is at the moment as the players' faces. It is Jamal Musiala. He is down and he's walking off the pitch, so that's good to see. So nothing of major concern there. I think it might just be a head knock or something. So he looks a bit groggy. Doesn't seem very happy. A bit confused, but you don't want the good players coming off or anything like that. So a bit of a clap there from myself out of respect to Jamal Musiala. Hopefully he doesn't suffer too much of a concussion or anything like that. All the best. And hopefully he's going to go for a good, successful season for Bayern. As much as they are the team I hate with a passion, you want to see the best players out on the pitch, week in and week out. Back to the game at hand, though. It's a throw-in down here on the left-hand side, in front of the managers, but closer, probably halfway between the manager's touchline and the right corner post for Bayern Munich. In RB Leipzig's defence is Finn Grafe with the throw-in. And his throw-in goes inboard, but misses his mark, and it's eaten up by the Bayern midfield. And they will just go back to Manuel Neuer and work out their passing avenue towards goal from this left-hand side. It's back with Jonathan Tah. It's down central right, sorry. Just going to take a quick moment to have a drink here. It's tiring talking straight for almost 60, 80 odd minutes. This is Jonathan Tah. It's a throw in near the manager's touchline, and Sasha Bowie is going to be the one to throw it in. Bayern have the ball on the right-hand side. It's good pressing by RB Leipzig, with Vermeeren almost winning the ball back in a dangerous area. He does cut off the passing lane eventually, which is good to see. Really don't know why Vermeeren is being sold from, or wanting to be left from the club. I think he's been one of the best players of this pre-season, but the club has other ideas. They're also in the hunt for another number 6, which is very interesting, as Bakayoko has the ball on the right wing. Passes to his left. This is Costello Jr. to Reitz. Reitz wins the ball back with a sliding challenge after losing it. And it's just very messy from RB Leipzig. And Bayern have the ball back. Good crossing of the play here down to one of their younger players, number 49. Not too sure who this is. But not too bad dribbling there, and does end up beating Max Finn Grafe. He wins the ball back with a sliding challenge, but just gone out for a throw-in. Konrad Harder couldn't get to it. Personally, I don't think Konrad Harder is up to the challenge, but it's actually going to be a throw-in for RBL, surprisingly. (3-1) is not the worst result in the world. Personally, I was thinking more of a 5-0. But still some worrying signs here. And we're going to have to really have a big improvement and a big step up from what I've seen in pre-season against Eintracht Trier. The way I've seen it, we might even just be scraping through the skin of our teeth 1-0 in that game. And that's being generous, as we do have a bit of technical issues here. So I'll have to just pause my clock. I know. Yes, I will. As we just frozen the ball here at 89.39. 89.41 and a bit jumpy. There we go. Semi back. It's close enough. And coming into the last minute of play now anyway. Bayern's already won the ball. Finn Grafe is pointing forward to kick the ball. And I think that it's a free kick, so down on the left-hand side. And it's Rocco Reitz, my apologies. Sasha Bowie's just got a bit of a dead leg, or a bit of a cramp. He's played very well today. Jonathan Tah just trying to stretch out that cramp. It's most likely in the foot, maybe in the calf. Won't be too much now, as we're coming into extra time. There will be no penalties today, as you can see the scoreline up on your screens. Well, over here. 3-1 so far. Vincent Kompany looks a little bit distressed on Sasha Bowie, but I wouldn't be worried too much. It is pre-season. You're obviously going to have players that are not up to fitness. That's what the whole point of these games are for, is for fitness. And Sasha Bowie's up walking around anyway, as expected. Just a bit of a cramp there. He'll probably just run that off for the last couple of minutes as we restart play with Rocco Reitz passing to his right to Costello Jr., who also passes to his right. And that's gone to Banzuzi. And that looks to be Chidel Bishebu, number 3 on the ball there. Next to him at the back, Gertruda, number 47. This is Bakayako to Bishebu. Across the centre of the park, down to the left-hand side to Reitz, back to Bishebu. And we're just passing it around in the Bayern half, just inside where the circle is, and that is it. That is it for today. Martín Demichelis seems very happy with smiles and everything like that. I'm going to shut this down. I don't need to see any more of this BS. That's pretty poor from RB Leipzig perspective, but what can you do? So let's pause that. Don't need that shot clock going any further than it already is. The tale of the take is RB Leipzig, slight improvement over the Leeds game, but I wouldn't really say much. We'll go through the stats real quick down on Sofascore, but it is not looking good from RB Leipzig. We need a lot to go right, and we're going to really need to play with some vigour in the DFB Pokal round 1. We'll have a look at how everything played. But RB Leipzig with 10 total shots out shooting Bayern Munich by 2, plus 2 there, but 0 big chances again for RB Leipzig. So absolutely poor from RB Leipzig. We have failed to create a big chance in all of our friendly games. So that's the biggest issue there. So we failed to get a shot on target, a big chance against Leeds, and we failed to have any big chances against Bayern Munich. We had a corner kick. I'm not going to go through every single stat here, but that is the worst I've probably seen us play. Yes, these are pre-season games, but it is some worrying signs if you're an RB Leipzig supporter. That's definitely for sure. There's a couple of good things that I can say, is that our defence, even though we looked a bit terrible at times, has been an improvement on Ole Werner. But you're not going to win enough games to stay top 3 or top 4 in the Bundesliga if you're not going to be scoring goals, especially if you want to just stay up, then that you might be okay. You might be able to do a Freiburg, even though they've done well over the past few years as well. But, not good signs from an RB Leipzig perspective. Just skimming through some of these stats. 63% winning of ground duels, that was good. We have won actually more duels, 63% compared to 36% of Bayern. So defensively, we've done better, but the attacking is absolutely lacking. There's really nothing else you can say from an RB Leipzig perspective. Doesn't look bright at all. So what I will say, though, very quickly, thank you for liking it. If you can like, let's go this way. If you can like and subscribe to to the channel over on YouTube, that'd be fantastic. Same thing over on Twitch, if you can like that. Follow the page over on X and Facebook. Do apologise for some of the technical issues. I was able to bring you about 85 minutes of the game, or 80 odd minutes of the game this afternoon. And this evening, depending on wherever you're watching this, it's 12:58 a.m. for me in Adelaide, South Australia, down in the Antipodes, as I say. So thank you very much for joining with us. Appreciate everyone dropping in across the channels, having your say over on the Digital Terrace Discord and across all the social media. If you want to get on the podcast, make sure that you check out the links down in the description for all the podcast links, and make sure that you scan the QR code here on your screens. It's this side, I always forget it. To get into the Digital Terrace Discord and also support the show as well. There will be a link down in the show notes for that. And there'll be a next watch-along will be against Eintracht Trier. And we will be having a podcast episode after that, which will be reviewing that DFB Pokal Round 1 game. And also a special guest with Peter Weiss coming on as well. And he'll give us the lowdown from a neutral perspective to see how he fares RB Leipzig are and go from there. So this is it for me. I'm signing off for this evening or this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you with me. Until next time, I've been Justin Crozer. Bye-bye for now.